Microsoft held a press briefing on the Activision Blizzard King deal. Some of this is going to read to you like a sketch comedy bit. This is so awesome. It's not even funny. I want you to buckle up because this is incredible. So listen, we're not going to get into the legality or the specifics of this deal. We're not lawyers, and we've talked about it before on the channel. But this is awesome, and I had to make us talk about it. So
Okay.
Microsoft had a press briefing in Brussels to address the future of its $68.7 billion Activision Blizzard buyout attempt. The briefing follows a crucial day in court for the company as it sought to settle antitrust concerns raised by the EU's European Commission, one of several regulators who are around the world standing in the way of the buyout being allowed to go ahead as is. So,
Right.
Sony and other companies with an interest in the deal were also part of the court session, which was a closed hearing in which the media were not allowed. Okay. So, this press briefing was not about what happened in court because they couldn't talk about it. So, I have some bullet points here from my takeaways from the meeting. Okay.
I just read the first bullet.
Okay. So, in attendance was Jim Ryan, right? Sony, head of Sony, PlayStation. Bobby Kotick, head of Activision, Blizzard King, and Phil Spencer, who is in charge of Xbox. I think he's head of Xbox still, correct? Like that's his correct thing.
I
They
believe
were
so.
present. Now, what is so fucking awesome in a series of bullet points that are so fucking awesome is that during the press briefing, Phil tweeted out, "I'm playing Hi-Fi Rush in the next room."
I saw that. I
And
saw the tweet,
he
dude.
said it was so much fun. And the fact that one of the most, like, maybe consequential things that are happening to his company is literally going on in the next room, and my man's playing Hi-Fi Rush and tweeting about it.
Dude, he had the Xbox with the screen, dude. I saw it. That's awesome. He rules, dude.
He's such a fucking alpha move, it's not even funny.
And the game is just like a great, like, just adds to it,
It is an
honestly.
awesome game. So I wanted to mention that. That's less serious. There is some stuff of substance in here, but that is fucking awesome. So they continued. Microsoft and Sony, again, this is just kind of stream of consciousness notes. Microsoft and Sony are apparently remain at odds despite efforts to find an agreement over matters such as Call of Duty, which has kind of been the big sticking point about it. One of the biggest pieces of consequence in this is Microsoft announced a deal with NVIDIA's GeForce program, right? Their streaming program, GeForce Now. And Xbox games will now be available via GeForce Now, and this deal will include Activision Blizzard titles such as Call of Duty if and when Xbox owns it. So basically, Xbox is adding their games to GeForce's streaming service. Now, this is from their press release for that specific deal. It says, quote, "The partnership delivers increased choice to gamers and resolves NVIDIA's concerns with Microsoft's acquisition." Oh my God, I can't talk. Microsoft's acquisition of Activision Blizzard. NVIDIA is therefore offering its full support for regulatory approval of the acquisition. End quote. So, Xbox made a deal with GeForce to get NVIDIA on their side as proponents of the deal to let it go through.
Which is similar to what we kind of saw with them and Nintendo, right?
Right.
Where now
This is
Nintendo is going to be having all the Xbox Call of Duty games and all
right.
that.
So PlayStation doesn't want to play ball. Well, everybody else is playing ball, and it's now kind of putting them in even a more precarious position.
Oh boy.
There's more. Microsoft is apparently open to a deal with quote unquote guardrails to appease regulators around the world. Microsoft's Brad Smith says, I don't remember who Brad Smith is. It's just was the guy that was talking. So Brad Smith says, but think about the market in Europe, pointing to this is awesome, dude. Okay. So he tells everybody at the press conference, hey, think about the market in Europe. And he points to a big fucking graphic, which if you're watching the video, you can see behind us, points to a big fucking graphic with a pie chart. And it says that PlayStation has 80% of the gaming market in Europe and Xbox has 20% of the gaming market in Europe. So first of all, it's funny that PlayStation and Xbox equal 100% of the gaming market in Europe. That's first of all. Second of all, there is no way that PlayStation dominates over there at
that much
at 80% to 20%. There's no way. So this is not confirmed. I mean, I guess maybe it is true if you take everybody else out, but to me that seems far-fetched. And it's just the fact that it's a huge fucking pie chart And then the piece de resistance is while he's pointing at this pie chart, he pulls out an envelope containing the deal paperwork he hopes Sony will sign, but hasn't. And he had a pen.
And he was like, let's go right here, right now.
He said, here's the deal that they refused to sign. He had a pen while he's pointing at this huge ass pie chart.
Like they're going to say, oh, well, let's go.
Yeah.
Hand it over, dude.
I think he also, I didn't add it to my notes, but he also said something about, or if they can't be, or if they're not here in person, we're happy to send it through Microsoft Office or something like that.
Oh, God.
And I was like, dude, it literally, it played like a bit, like a big bit. And I honestly think it was, because this is awesome. This whole thing, I love the theater of it, dude. It's so abysmal. It's so
and if they're
abysmal.
not here in person, we could send it through Xbox Live Party Chat.
It's so abysmal, man. It's so fucking abysmal. Anyway, I don't know if you have any general thoughts on that. I just wanted to share that because it's absolutely
awesome.
Incredible. It really is.
That's really, really funny. I did not hear anything about this today, so I'm glad that I heard it from your mouth because it made it way funnier.
Yeah. I suppose Eurogamer was live tweeting it, and I was like, this sounds interesting. So I went and followed it.
That's awesome, dude.
Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to Haptic Intel. Did you do it? Subscribe right now.